Hello, everyone, and welcome to September 2019. This is David. I hope you had a wonderful summer, and I hope you have had quite some time for you to rest and to recover and to integrate. And if not, I think this month will be a key month for you to integrate certain aspects of all the changes that have happened since the beginning of the summer in this year. So just hang on with me and I will tell you a bit more about it. So as usual, I present to you the three letters, and the first letter is talking about the current situation of the month of September, kind of the overall energy of September. And the overall energy of September is talking about, the keyword is silence, or the silence. But it's talking especially about the silence of the heart, or the silence that you can find in your heart. So if you think about the Wheel of Fortune, or if you think about a wheel in general, or a hurricane, so now that we have some hurricanes in the US, you see this hurricane, and if you go to the center of the hurricane, or the eye of the hurricane, this is the only place where the winds are non-existent. There's no wind, there's no storms, so it's the only still point. So this is more or less like what Aleph is asking us to do. So it is asking us to go to the center of our being, to the center of our hearts, so we can stay calm and at peace despite all the chaos that we see around us, despite all the chaos that we see happening in the world, and probably we are dealing with some chaos in our personal lives as well. So it is asking us to go there so that we can also make more space in our heart, so that we can include more of the things, also of those things that we don't like, so that we can just hold the space for that there. It doesn't mean that we have to accept them like we approve them, or we approve of violence, or we approve of war, but we just accept them as the choice. Sorry for that siren there. So we approve them. See, chaos happens in the middle of the day and you just have to deal with that. So you approve them as part of the life, as part also of the path of this world, to create a different template for humanity. And this is what Aleph is asking us to do, to create space in our hearts. So one, to stay centered, so we can stay centered in that center of the heart. We can create peace for us and for others. We do not get astray with all this movement happening around us. And we also allow more of whatever it is that is happening in the world. We embrace the world. We love even what is happening in whatever way we can. And that will create, of course, more of that, instead of more resistance of whatever we are seeing in the world. So that's the message of Aleph. This is let's say the overall energy of the month. On the other hand, the second letter, it's Hey, and Hey is speaking about the breath. So this is the key word, is breath, and the breath is talking about the through breathing, we are always bringing this divine spark into our bodies. We are embodying the divine spark. Through breathing, like when you are doing meditation, sometimes you are bringing this energy of divine inspiration so that you can create solutions in your life. And that's why it's important to breathe. It is also a way to stay in the present moment, to come back to the present moment. And while you're in the present, you know that in the present moment, everything is all right, everything is as it should be, and you are not worried about anything that is going on around you, or about tomorrow, or about what you're going to do about X, or some situation that you feel that is unresolved. So this is why it's important to come back to the breath, to stay in the present, to create the peace and let's say the peace that we want to create for the future as well. And it's really linked, if you think about it, with Aleph, in the way that this is the way in which you go back to your heart. You go and breathe, and you create space in your heart as you breathe, like you do in a meditation, and you invite all of these events, all of these people, all of these situations that maybe are worrying you, to stay there in your heart, to just be there. And maybe you will see how they will dissolve before your eyes, in the sense at least it will kind of sink into your being, and really you will start knowing inside of you that it's going to be all right. And this is how we are going to also contribute to whatever mess and event we see outside. Doesn't mean that this is the only way you could act. Of course, if you feel like acting out and, I don't know, writing a letter, putting a manifesto, or do whatever you need to do so that you feel at peace with that too. But this is one way as well, or is a way that we can also do. As I'm speaking to you, this is a way for me to communicate what I think, and to communicate also what I feel you could do, so that we can make a change as well. But there are thousands of ways, and each one has to find out its own way, the way that feels okay with oneself. So the last card is the result, or what we can expect if we go through this process, or if we just apply some of this in whatever way we choose. So, and this is the letter Sadiq, and Sadiq is talking about the union, but of the female and the male. It's talking about the re-equilibrium of these two energies, male and female energies, that are really going to find a new equilibrium inside of us, probably, of course, outside of us as well, since we are working inside of us about this equilibrium, about this new harmony between these two energies. So about being passive or being more active, or about being more assertive, or about being just more caring and nurturing. So these two energies will find a new point of equilibrium, let's say. And of course, with that, we do not have to forget that we are also creating a new template for humanity, as the era of Aquarius is coming on, and it is already here. We are in this transition, and the new man, let's say, it's also, despite or no matter what gender he is wearing, let's say, it doesn't matter. We will be, or we are looking to a human being that will be balanced in these male and female energies. So this is what we are also doing. And while we are creating this template, we are also helping other people to be able to reach out and tune in with this new template, so that they can feel also more empowered, more centered, and more easy for them to go with their lives and find their purpose as well. So I hope you enjoy this reading. I hope you liked it. If you liked it, please like in the bottom if it's Facebook or YouTube, and thank you for subscribing. If you need some more information about a session with me, if you want to work with me personally, you can go to the link below or to my website, alumdavid.com. Thank you very much, and I see you on the podcast the following week, or here in YouTube in the monthly videos. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.